Yo guys, what's up? It's Mole here, back with another KGC video. So today we're going to be looking at the recent update to the game. That's June 16th update. There's some nice reworks for Ren. There are some UX UI enhancements and of course some new awakening abilities. So we're going to go over each one of them one by one and see what's what, and I'll let you know my thoughts on it. So starting off, let's have a look at this. So we got a Ren Hero Rework. Now this rework is fantastic. It's made Ren really good, as you might have already seen in one of the videos that I just released about like 2 days back. But yeah, let's go to the first one, skill. Before I even get into this, I'm going to explain how Ren works, because I've seen a lot of people are kind of confused how Ren actually works. So yeah, let's get it. So let's see, the first change that we have is a max attack count of skill is 3456 to 6666. This is fantastic. So if you know how Ren works, that every time you use your skill, that's the mana bar is full, you use basically what's called as full bloom, and that has stacks on it. So you start off with like 1 stack, and then you can stack up to maximum of 6. Now before it was 3 4 5 6. What that meant is that on bronze stars like 1 and 2 tiers, which is that, it was only 3. That was the cap. You, no matter how many full bloom stacks you tried to gather, you could only gather 3, and 4 on the silver stars, 5 on gold stars, and 6 on a T7 Ren. But now what they've done is they've made it 6 stacks on all tiers. So even a basic like a tier 1 Ren can have 6 stacks of full bloom without even tearing up. So like even early on in the rounds, you are really strong. You can get really strong, because the more number of full bloom stacks you have, the more basically slashes or damage you do, right? So that's a fantastic change. Of course, that makes early game Ren, early game in the sense that early in the chapter, the levels, makes it really strong, and late game was of course really good. So the next one is the skill attack count of Ren at battle start. Before it was 1111. So basically you start off the battle at let's say a tier 1 with 1 stack of full bloom, and a tier a gold star, a silver star, a platinum star, or tier 7 as 1 only. And with the new level 4 potential, it would have been 2. So that's nice that they said it would have been 2, but they changed that as well. So now it's going to be just 1 2 3 and 4. So at bronze star it's going to be 1 minimum starting attack stack, and 2 at silvers, 3 at gold stars, and 4 at the tier 7 lunaire. So this again basically makes it so that we have early game Ren pretty strong, but late game Ren becomes even more stronger. So now if you have already a Ren at let's say a T5 or T6, you already start with 3 stacks instead of where you would have started at 1 or 2 stacks, right? And of course makes T7 Ren insane, because you spend less amount of time generating those stacks. You already start at 4, and the max is 6, which technically only 2 stack generation. So it's really fast, and you will see because of the new, well not new, because of one of her awakenings, how fast that can actually be. So there's a new level 4 potential. What it used to do is to give 1 stack of full bloom at the beginning of the battle. So 1 additional, so it would have been 2 instead of 1, like if the base was 1, but they removed that and they put movement speed. So 100% movement speed for 1 second after killing a target. Now I've played around a lot with Ren in the last few days. A lot of chapters I've done, a lot of different builds, and I must tell you, this 100% movement speed is fantastic. I think it's a great addition, and removing the old passive and giving the new one is a fantastic move. The old passive would have been kind of redundant because of the new way of how the stacks work, but the new passive for the movement speed is great. So you could like have Ren kill a unit or can kill an enemy and then rush to the other one, kill it, rush to the other one. So it's almost like a dash, but it's movement speed instead of like a dash like Zhao Bai or something. So this is a fantastic change, makes it really good. Very easy to get to the back line, or if you're playing with teleport, easy to get from the back to the front to get to mobs and kill them quick. Next we have a small change to Sanguine Flowers, the awakening ability. Removed bonus max stack because skill rework to fix 6 stack basically. Yeah, so I think previously how it used to be was, because if you play with the second awakening Sanguine Flowers, your max stacks could go higher because you consume stacks when the Sanguine Flower activates. But now they've just removed that bonus and made it 6 fixed basically. So even if no matter the tier, no matter the awakening, it's going to be 6 fixed, and you consume 2 every time you use Sanguine Flower. So that's pretty much it. So they've not really done any change in terms of damage numbers or percentage tweaks, but just by changing of how the stacks work, Ren has become fantastic. She used to really lack like early on in the tiers, because you couldn't have such high number of stacks, so you couldn't stack so fast. She was still good, I'm not gonna lie. And even though her HP numbers have not changed or anything has not changed, it's only the way how stacks works has changed. That's really changed the hero altogether, I feel. If you have failed playing Ren in certain chapters, I think you should try it now, and then it's going to be really, really good. So that's basically what they've done with Ren. I think it's a really good change, very positive. Makes her a more viable hero now than she was before. I don't think anybody used to play her before, or very few number of people. Let's see what's next. We have 2 new abilities. We'll get to that. And of course there's been some UX UI enhancements, quality of life changes. First one is the in-game mission indicator. This is fantastic. I think a lot of people were wanting this for a while. So basically the one over here, when you are in the game, there's a small scroll that shows you the current season pass quests that you have active, so you don't forget them, so you are able to complete it. Sometimes I face it myself. I'm in the thing, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to expand to 5 units or 7 units for the points, and then I just forget, and then you have to just play it all over again. It's like 10 minutes wasted. So this is fantastic, really nice quality of life addition, I think. Second quality of life add they have done is that they've added the sound indicators in the pause menu in the chapter run or any run that you're saying. Generally you could only do it in the main menu, but now you can adjust the volumes. Again, a small little addition. I think it's fantastic that they have done this. So now coming to the 2 new awakening abilities. So we've got Mircil this time, and then we've got our the new hero Taisan as well. So for the Druid Lady, we have the new one called Overgrowth. Deals damage equal to 35% of Mircil's spell power to enemies and heal as well the same amount. Okay, so it's just, I think this is just like a straight up buff of awakening. So you just use it and straight up you get a 35% spell power buff. I think it's great, especially those who like playing with her. She's going to be really strong in PvP for sure. If you put some staffs on her, even in PvE, just pumping some staffs, pumping some spell power, give her this awakening, and then you're really good to go with the healing and with the damage. So it's like Yeon that does healing and damage, but this is more of an area based. I really like playing her, and I think this is a very, very strong awakening that they have added for sure. Coming to the next one, Second Wind. This is for the new champion, the Taisan. Now basically what it does is that the minute you fall below 50% HP, you automatically use one of the skills. So this is like a save ability sort of thing, gets you out of sticky situations. If you get really low on HP, you can use a free skill. I'm not too sure how great this is. I'm really not too sure how great this is. In theory it sounds nice, but you'd generally be playing him with like Mage Altar with a lot of staffs on him, so you already get the mana quite fast. It can be useful maybe once in some area, that it just might save you, but overall I think the other awakening is still better because it does a good single target damage. So you can play him both ways, especially in chapters when you have mobs, you're doing the damage, and then when you play against the boss, you can do a really strong single target damage. So I think these both are pretty decent. I wouldn't say the best. I think Overgrowth is much better. Of course, I really like Overgrowth, and of course the Ren changes are just fantastic. There's nothing to say about it. I've already have I think 1 or 2 videos of Ren on the channel with her new the new stack rework, so you guys can go check that out. And it's probably going to be more Ren videos because I'm really enjoying her. I'm enjoying playing her right now, and we'll try to see if we can do some PvP with her as well. I think it's going to be really fun to see how that plays out. But yeah, that's about it. That was the quick update of June 16th for King God Castle, and thank you guys for watching. Definitely drop on into the Pawn server. We got a bunch of fun stuff, more guides, more information over there. And I guess since it's I have the chance to say it, we've managed to get rank 1. Pawn has managed to, for the first time in its history, managed to get rank 1 in raids, so that's a big celebration for us. So we're having a nice celebration at the Discord server as well, so please drop down and have a look, and hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, thumbs up and everything, and I'll see you guys in another video. See you, bye bye, peace.